Greetings from Pavlo Ardanov, co-founder of the NGO Permaculture in Ukraine. I will shortly present Visegrad and Beyond Permaculture partnership that emerged between Central and Eastern European countries thanks to support from the International Visegrad Fund and was also supported by the Lush Company, Fulbright Program and Mikhail Sukov Foundation, and thus collaboration with the US and German organization. Here you can see main partners that represent permaculture movement in Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland and Ukraine, as well as links to a partnership website where we list all our projects and a lot of video and text materials in English and in partners' languages. Our first project was Permaculture for Farmers in 2017. We recorded best practices from permaculture households aimed at self-sustaining and herbal medicine, permaculture farms dedicated to preserving traditional fruit tree varieties and designing technologies for vegetable production for community-supported agriculture, as well as bigger community projects aimed at education and provisioning of ecosystem services for their regions. You can find short video clips on our websites. In addition, we have organized a 3-day conference with researchers and practitioners covering technological, social, economical, and legal aspects of sustainable farming in our regions. All these presentations have been recorded or translated in English and available on our website. Thus, we mapped human, technological resources and needs in our countries that we addressed in our subsequent projects. One of such needs was a common network of permaculture education and demonstration centers. Some partner countries had well-developed network, while in others it's just emerged. Therefore, we first reviewed expertise and intentions of all partners, as well as reviewed experience from some other countries. Then we created our shared network, where you can browse centers by country and region, category, specialization, level whenever this is available, and follow or contact desired center via Facebook or website. We share news on Facebook page of this network, and a community managed seed bank is also available. In 2019, we studied possibilities to extend collaboration between the permaculture centers and include in this network eco-villages or GEN centers and organic farms or WWOOF centers. Networking Festival demonstrated strong interest in future cooperation, in particular within production of educational materials on sustainable development, teachers training, thematic courses and tours, seed bank, products, markets, database of permaculture designers. Previously, we have initiated the database of permaculture designers, and you can check specializations and contacts on our website. The biggest gap in the Visegrad region is WWOOF network. There are no national networks and coordinators in 3 countries. It makes hard to cooperate between individual organic farms and with other networks. In addition, 4-day tour to 6 land and gen centers and WWOOF farms in Hungary and Slovakia was organized for delegates from all countries of the Visegrad region and from Ukraine to exchange best farming practices and other activities within the overall management of the centers. Community-supported agriculture is a perfect tool, in our opinion, to financially sustain LandGen and WWOOF centers, as well as to initiate positive social changes and involve people into environmental projects in the region. Therefore, this year we organized a conference to pull experience from our neighbors and from other successful countries, and we initiated international peer support groups for producers, as well as regional initiatives in Ukraine. All presentations and materials are available on our website. In terms of education, we have primarily focused on formal, namely higher education, as we consider it important to help students to develop holistic problem-solving approach via permaculture and agroecology in agriculture. Firstly, many students graduate with in-depth knowledge in their subjects, but with poor capacity to utilize connections between different natural and social systems, and thus with poor capacity to design sustainable system in whatever field. On the other side, informal permaculture and agroecology education often lack in-depth knowledge and linkage to modern academic science, and students require additional education and professional or research practice to become an experts. This year we started a 1.5 years master program in constructive ecology and permaculture in the University of Ukraine. We are open for academic cooperation with other universities. In particular, we would like to invite lecturers as well as to share our lectures in English with ally universities. Also, we are open for possibilities for students' internship on farms, in industry, in business sector, and in research institutions. And of course, we keen to establish contacts with potential employers for our students. We also consider possibility to run this program in English if we find interested universities, partners, and students. As our network has strong research potential, we developed our collaboration in agroecology. We have organized research and practice conference on agrobiodiversity, composite policy recommendation in text and video forms to promote biodiversity-based agriculture, and recorded 2 video lectures on designing crop polycultures, one consisting of 4 short lectures and targeted for growers, and an extended version with 10 lectures for agriculture students. All these materials are available in English and some also available in partners' national languages. You will find all links on our websites, as well as the link to Facebook page where you can subscribe to follow updates and share your polyculture experience. Now we are working on a computer tool to support design of crop polycultures, and beta version will be soon available for free on our website. It designs custom polycultures with spice and aromatic crops around defined cash crops, and at the first stage, known associates of these crops are considered for analysis. User analyzes environmental requirements of defined crops and their desired companions. Data are pulled from 3 databases: Plants for a Future, Natural Plant Capital Database, and Tree Database of plant traits. Tree Database contains multiple observations for individual traits, and quantitative data available for many traits allow to define trait level. We define it into 3 groups, low, medium, and high, to complement mostly qualitative data from 2 other databases. Database users will help to develop this tool by correcting miscellaneous data based on their experience or review of additional information sources, and thus help us to understand which traits are the most representative. Users can also supplement missing data whenever they are not available in these 3 databases. User-selected crops are organized into zones with user-defined environmental criteria. And user can additionally include companions with different environmental criteria and manually exclude incompatible crops if any. Later, algorithm is designed to increase diversity of crop above and below ground architectural trait values within each zone, which is important consideration in intercropping and in crop rotation schemes. Pest and weed resistant traits, attracting pollinators and pest controlling organisms, additional considerations for companion cropping, and traits for crop integration with livestock are also analyzed. At the final stage, crops with the same trait values, for example, a group of crops susceptible to pests which need insect netting, or with different trait values are combined by users into polyculture units. In addition, users can include spice and aromatic plants identified within our systematic literature review, which with reported use mainly for pest and disease control. As well as users can complement their polycultures from known combinations reported by survey participants. These were farmers who practice community-supported agriculture and who are motivated to diversify their produce. You can find links to all materials mentioned on partnership website, and you can follow updates from polyculture projects and from permaculture centers on Facebook. Thank you for your attention.